Hey guys, James here, back with another video, and today I've got a pretty special video for you guys. So this is the Riut R15 backpack. Now the most viewed video on my channel currently is the Bobby Anti-Theft backpack. And a lot of people have been viewing it, a lot of people have been commenting it. I've got some kind of mixed reactions from people saying that, you know, I don't know how to review backpacks because I just try to stuff as much stuff as I can. At the end of the day, I just want to say whenever I do these videos that ultimately this is my opinion. In a sense, this is how I use my tech products. And so with my backpack, I like to put a lot of stuff in that may be for you, that may not be for you. And so I just feel that ultimately people have their different ways of doing things, and you can't really say that, you know, my way is better than yours, or you don't know how to do this because of that. Now, given that, yeah, I didn't use all the pockets in that backpack, but you know, I just didn't feel like I wanted to use those pockets just because they're a bit too exposed for me. I like to have everything inside the compartments and nothing really on the outside. Yeah, I mean, I'll try to utilize and show everything on this backpack, but do remember that this is just my opinion, and ultimately it is your decision about what to do. I'm not telling you that you have to go buy this or that you shouldn't buy this. Ultimately, it's just what I think, and you just make a decision based on that. One of the comments on that video was that, hey, you should check out this Riut backpack and maybe do a review on it. So I looked online, searched the backpack, the R15, and you know, I was quite impressed with it. And so I decided to just contact the company and contacted Riut and say, hey, one of the comments on YouTube said that I should do a review on this video in comparison with the Bobby backpack. Would you consider sending me one to review? And you know, after a few days of negotiation, they just said, yeah, we'll send it to you. So thank you, Riut, for sending this backpack in. I'm so thankful. And so this is kind of like my second sponsor video, and so I'm really happy to see that the channel is going in this direction. And so I want to thank Riut for sending this in. So this video is just going to be an unboxing, unwrapping, and just a quick look on just some of the features of this backpack. I'll then do another video which kind of goes into a more in-depth look, and I'll actually try to load my current stuff in just to keep it the same with the Bobby as well. And then I may do another video comparing the Bobby with this backpack as well. Now this came in like a satchel kind of bag, so it didn't come in a box like the Bobby. It was pretty well protected. I don't really see any major marks or scratches on this. So I got the black version. I said, hey, can you send the black version, because you know, I like to have the black versions of anything. Okay, let's just take this out. These are 4 different style of rings. So Riut bands, reflective for visibility, colorful for personalization. Do let me know when yours arrives. So as you can see here, this is a message by Sarah Giblin, and it says Riut. It's pronounced Riut, not Riut. I thought it was Riut, but she clearly says it's Riut. And it stands for Revolution in User Thinking. It's my design philosophy which revolves all thinking around you, the user. It describes the Riut bag, revolved. So the openings face you. It's the impact I hope the Riut bag has on your thinking, giving us peace of mind in urban travel. Kind regards, Sarah Giblin, the Riut creator. First edition Riut bands, September 2016. So you get 4 different colors. You get green, blue, pink, and this red. I'll probably use the blue. I like the blue, so I'm just gonna take this off and use the blue with that. First impressions, I love the color and I love the design as well. I think this black with kind of these gloss accents are actually really nice. I really love the design. That's the first thing I can see. Now, I'm just kind of gonna go through in no specific order, just kind of what I see. So at the top of the backpack, nice firm handle with a lot of padding. So, you know, some handles can just be really dodgy, like one thin one. This is actually really good. A lot of padding. There is this little bit in the middle where it's kind of hung from, and it is kind of a lack of a little bit of padding just in that center bit, but everything else seems to have a lot of padding on that. On the sides, you have a lot of space for drink bottles to put on both sides, which is really nice. And it's kind of recessed into this bit. So let's just say you had a smaller drink bottle, then instead of actually coming out, you can actually recess that flush with the backpack, which is really nice. It's something which I didn't notice initially in the product review. But as you can see here, that's fully hollow on this side, and as well as this. Now this kind of material is kind of like a Kind of something similar you would feel on like a wetsuit, I'm assuming. Yeah, it's kind of like that. And this is elastic as well as this. So as you can see, the Riot branding on the side. Let's just look at this. So do let me know when yours arrives and stuff like that. So this is obviously from Kickstarter. So I'm just gonna cut this off. So if you do want to get this bag now, you can get it. I'll leave a link in the description for their website. Okay, let's look at straps. So straps here, there's this middle bit which you can use for the middle strap, and it is adjustable, and you can obviously adjust it even more. So you can see there's like a kind of a knot here, and then all you do is just unfold it, and then you can adjust that width as well. You can also adjust the height, which is really, really nice. So different people, you know, different heights, and so that's good. Now the cool thing is that you can't lose this. I had a low pro backpack, and I found that I was actually losing these clips because they came out, but it's so good to see that you can't actually lose these ones and they stay with the backpack. Really, really good. Stitching is done well. You see the cross stitching here on both sides. The adjustments feel really, really nice. Pretty standard on most backpacks that you find nowadays. The back portion is a breathable mesh. You have this back pocket here. Ooh, we've got some goodies in here. We've got some stickers, so some Riot stickers. We also have a lot of business cards. Okay, so I don't know if this is standard for all the bags. It could be. So you get 5 business cards which you can give to a few people. Now it would have been cool if these business cards had some sort of discount, like a 5% or a 10% discount. So you know, you give it out to people and you say, here, you can have 10% discount on that. That'll be really cool, but I guess it doesn't. This is the website, of course, and then this is the reverse of that. Pretty nice, pretty standard stock kind of matte business cards. So at the back you kind of get this semicircle pocket. You can fit 2 things in here. I guess this is mainly just for documentation. So if you're traveling overseas or interstate, then you can use this for like passport documentation and stuff like that, even like some flight details and all that stuff, tickets. So that's a nice pocket to have. So this is purely backwards accessible, and you can't access it from the front. Now this is somewhat a competitor to the anti-theft backpack, just because when people try to get it, they can't actually access the zips because that zip is flush against your back. But the only thing is that this is not slash proof from what I can feel. I mean, it's gonna do good against maybe like some small knives. Like if I was trying to hack at this, maybe, you know, just doing that, it's not going in. Obviously, you know, someone goes at it harder, it's gonna get in. But yeah, definitely not as hard as the Bobby. So that's one thing that it doesn't have that the Bobby does have. But in terms of design and just general comfort, I think I prefer this one. This just looks nicer. All right, so also I forgot, this bit is for your luggage. So you know when you have hand luggage and then you pull up the handrail, you can slot this in there as well. So let's quickly look at this small compartment. There's a smaller compartment at the top, and then I think that's like a really nice feature. You can just put whatever you want in here. As you can see, that kind of fits my fist in there. You can fit, you know, maybe another drink bottle, like a small drink bottle. You could fit pens, papers, documentations, loose things. One thing which I really hate about going through airport security is that you take off your watch, you take off your, you know, your phone, everything out of your pockets. You can just shove everything in here and then just zip it up, and then you're done. Something to note is that they do have 2 zips for this. Now, I'm thinking, would that just be fine with 1 zip? But I guess that gives you the option about, you know, where you zip it from. For example, if you're right-handed and then you hold it on your back and then you can finger around, then you can have the zip option on this side. Or if you prefer the left side, you know, you put it on, bring it around, and then the zip can be on this side. So I guess that does give you the flexibility. I guess they could have cheaped out and just given you 1, but they have given you 2. Now the zips on this one have that Riot logo on the top, and there's also this little small kind of handle here, which is different from the bigger handle. I guess the bigger handle is just kind of carrying it like this for a person, and this is kind of just for like hanging it. For example, you know, if you need to go to the toilet in an airport or something, you gotta hand this, you don't want to put it on your floor. Or you can just slot it onto your hand luggage, that works as well. So I really think this pocket is a nice addition, pretty big as well for that. So at the bottom you have this kind of nice, shiny, durable, waterproof flat surface, and it's for that kind of front bit as well. and it goes a little bit to the back. So if you live in like a wet country and you're putting your bag down just on the floor, or waiting at the bus stop or in the train and it's just dirty and wet, in Melbourne you get that quite a bit, then at least this is going to protect your contents and stuff from getting wet, which is a really nice touch. I like that, and it's nice and flat. So getting into the main compartment, all right, let's just open it up. Oh wow, okay. Let's just look at the top bit. So the top bit has a big pouch for your laptop. It can fit a 15-inch laptop. That's why it's R15 for 15 inches. So I think they do have other versions which do fit smaller ones, but obviously I have a 15-inch MacBook Pro, and so I want a 15-inch MacBook Pro to fit in this. Now they have another second pocket which is massive, so you can fit like your tablets. Goes all the way down to the bottom, and this goes all the way down as well. And at the very, very bottom, there's this kind of Velcro. I can't really show you because it won't show in the video. But at the very, very bottom, there's a padding, and you can kind of use that on, choose not to use it. But that's definitely going to hold your laptop really, really well. Now, again, this is the kind of same material that you'll find for a wetsuit. Again, it's got that kind of foam material. You've got zips. This is for your pencils and your pens and all that stuff. Got some Riot branding just on this flap, which you can choose to cut off. Okay, ooh. Cut plus handmade by 18 people in Huiyan, China. First edition Riot R15.2, 5th Riot production run 2016. So this actually shows you what type of Riot bag you've got. So what kind of production. Cool, quick wash. Quick machine wash, 45% nylon and 55% polyester. So you can do a quick machine wash with this, so that's pretty cool. And then in this bottom compartment, you also have a slot for business cards, I think. So you can fit a business card in there, in that slot. And you can just fit, kind of power banks and a lot of stuff in this spot here. Now, moving on to the main compartment, we have this bit, which I'm not sure is for what, but I'm guessing we can tuck those aside using this. Now this is that expandable areas which we were talking about with that drink bottle. If we chose to not have that, then that would just remain flush and we can use this whole area to do what we want with it. But that does mean we can't have a drink bottle there. So for example, if we had a drink bottle which was a little bit taller, we'll have to see whether we can actually fit that in when we do our comparison. So here you can see that top pocket bit area as well is coming into this main section. Here you've got some more pockets for mesh stuff. Now I'm not sure what you would put in here. I'm guessing you can put pretty much anything you want really. But there's that. Any other things I'm missing? So maybe let me just kind of speculate what this is for. There's no kind of manual for this, but I'm guessing you can fit some documents in here. And for example, when you open the bag, if your documents are here, that's not going to fall out. I think that's something which I would worry about. For example, accessing the bag midway during point A and point B, is that everything's just going to fly out. So this does hold it. You can fit some clothes and stuff like that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. In terms of the thickness of that bottom bit, there is a padding layer, but it's not too thick. Same with the back. There's this area and then there's the actual external portion as well. So it's not fully protected, but this is quite a decent thick material, which isn't, kind of your cheap kind of just fabric. First impressions, I really like this backpack. I think when I kind of saw the features of it initially on the website, I was quite impressed. But I think they just handled space management so much better than the Bobby. What they did was they had a 15-inch laptop plus this massive area where you can fit even like a secondary laptop if it's a smaller one, and even like 2 tablets or whatever. 2 pocketed areas. I just personally prefer pockets. I love to have pockets and just to shove things in and they don't move around. I mean, the Bobby had some, but they weren't zipped. The only zipped part was from memory in terms of the interior bit, which was the pencils and stuff. So this one, you have two zipped compartments on this flap. You also have another zip compartment on this mesh bit, and then you have another zip compartment here where you can fit, whatever you want just quickly and stuff like that. So power banks, I'll put in here if you want to quickly charge on the go. And then the fact that the bottles can be recessed is actually a pretty nice feature. I like that. And there's heaps of space still. And of course there's the back section as well. So these zips are nice silver ones. Again, have the Riot logos on it. And the padding here feels pretty good. There's a decent amount of padding on that. So now I think something which I'll need to check and find out is whether wearing this will kind of fatigue my back or not, because the Bobby was really good at doing that, but we'll see how good this one is. But overall, I prefer this design by far over the Bobby, and I think it's just a really nice backpack overall. I think they do space management a little bit better than the Bobby, but we'll see. In the next video, I'm going to load this thing up and see what we can put in this. And oh, I forgot about this. So another thing to do, if you want some sort of reflective tag, then you should put it like this, and then this gives you some reflectivity on that. So there's that as well, and of course you have your choice of colors. So to summarize, you get the backpack, you get 4 business cards, you get some stickers, different colors, you get these different bands, however suits your fancy. You can use whichever one you like. Too bad they aren't, well, they are reversible, but I don't think it's reflective on the reverse. So for example, I wanted like the blue, but I don't think it's reflective. I think the silver is the reflective side. That's pretty much it for this video. I really hope you liked it. Like it if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it. Leave a comment below if you have any questions or any comments to make, and I'll try to get around to answering those for you as soon as I can. Remember that this is just my opinion, and that whatever I say in this video, you can choose to agree or disagree. So it's a free world, you can say whatever you want, but ultimately, yeah, this is just how it suits my needs, and maybe there are people like me out there. So do look out for the next video, which will be loading this guy up and seeing how much it can fit compared to my current backpack, and as well as possibly the Bobby as well. Huge shout out again to Riot for sending me this product to review. Subscribe to see more videos like this and the one coming up soon, and I will see you guys in the next one.